This Bitcoin chart is breaking to the downside, and the last time that this has happened was at the start of the previous bear market. So we'll need to be talking about this exactly in today's update video, because this is very dangerous for Bitcoin now. We'll need to talk about how weak Bitcoin currently is. Ethereum has been dumping back to the range lows and has been seeing a bounce from the range lows again. We'll be talking about that and much more in today's update video. This is definitely one you do not want to miss. So as always, let's have a look into that shorter time frame. And in a shorter time frame, Bitcoin has been dumping even lower again, back to the range lows yesterday night. Now after that, we have been seeing a slight recovery back to the upside again, but still the Bitcoin price action is relatively weak. I mean, we aren't really seeing any big of a bounce back to the upside, and we are still pretty much range bound. And yes, we could be seeing that every single time where we saw a huge liquidation event. We've always been range bound for about a month or so, and then we decided the next direction. But one thing that's going to be for sure is that the Bitcoin price action now is very weak. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much what is happening with the news, what news is coming out. Bitcoin always sees kind of a dump. No rate cuts, Bitcoin dumps. Rate cuts, Bitcoin dumps. Tariffs increased, Bitcoin dumps. Tariffs decreased, well, still a dump. Good news, well, we see a slight pump in a shorter time frame, but still a dump right after. No news, we dump. Bad news, and we super dump. And this is pretty much what is happening now. Bitcoin is relatively very weak at this moment, and yeah, this has been for the last 100 days in this range right over here. And this is pretty much because I think a huge distribution is ongoing, where the big players are just selling off their assets in this big range. This is also what has happened during the last bull market. We saw a big bull run to the upside. After that, a big distribution where the big players were selling off their assets into the retail, into the small players, and then eventually we saw the bear market beginning. Right now, I think something similar is happening with this big bull market right over here, and right now this distribution is beginning. Now, I still do want to remain optimistic about the Bitcoin price action, and I still would rather be bullish and have a look into higher potential targets still, because Bitcoin is still holding on to the 50 weekly moving average on this chart. Yes, we are trading below the bull and bear market support band, trading below this crucial level of previous support turning into resistance. Now we are trading below these crucial levels, but still above the 50 weekly moving average. And as long as we trade above this level, I would still like to remain to be optimistic about Bitcoin's price. Now, where Bitcoin did fall below off is the 50 weekly moving average when we have a look into the Bitcoin pair compared to the stock market. If we open up this chart with Bitcoin versus the stock market chart, we get this chart, and we can outline the 50 weekly moving average. And over here, last bull market, whenever we did fall down below the 50 weekly moving average, that has been the start of the bear market. Right now, it looks to be like in 17 hours time from of recording this video, we are also about to close a monthly candle down below the 50 weekly moving average on the Bitcoin compared to stock market chart, which might be a front-running signal that we are indeed about to enter a bear market. So this is definitely a worrying signal in my personal opinion. This is looking pretty dangerous. Now, I would still like to remain to be optimistic about Bitcoin as long as we still hold on to the 50 weekly moving average on the price chart on the US dollar pair. So let's see about that. I am still long on Ethereum. Like I've been sharing in my Platinum group, I've been sharing everything in absolute real time, my take profits, etc., my entries, and right now it is sitting in at minus 17k unrealized P&L, but I already did take out 131k. So yeah, I cannot lose on this trade anymore. Ethereum has been hitting the range lows again, and while I do think that we might be seeing a liquidity grab below the range lows, just like with Bitcoin, to be hitting that 50 weekly moving average, maybe come down to the 102, 103k level again to hit that 50 weekly moving average. While I do think that that could be possible, I do still think that Ethereum and Bitcoin can see a very nice rally to the upside still. So that is what I'm still anticipating. So if you're going to be getting interested in trading yourself as well, or join the Platinum group, which is free to join, well, make sure to check out the links down below where you can join the Platinum group, which is free to join. And also you can be claiming some huge deposit bonuses and a 25% trading fee discount. If you just check out that link down below and sign up a new account, bind your email and phone number, well, you can already get a 10 to $100 free coupon, which is definitely very valuable to check out only with that link down below. Anyways, like I've shared in a Platinum group about 1 week ago or so, well, I've been sharing why I'm still optimistic about Bitcoin's price action and why I still would like to remain to have a look into higher price targets still. However, the warning signals are definitely already there, and I do not think that we should be taking this lightly. We should definitely be aware of all of the warning signals, like I've already been sharing in the last 3 months or so. Right now, we have been starting to see even more rate cuts. We have been seeing quantitative tightening ending, and this is a clear signal that we might see the 2019 scenario repeating again, where yes, we have seen a very nice rally to the upside. We have seen US interest rate cuts, quantitative tightening stopping, but still the Bitcoin price action went to the downside. And right now, again, the same exact thing is happening pretty much. So I've already been outlining this scenario in the last 3 months. And yes, I do think that it is very valid to have a look into this price action. And this might be very dangerous. However, like I've said, I do still think that Ethereum can still be hitting new highs. I do still think that that is going to be pretty likely, so that is also where I'm currently still betting on. It is still just going to be a matter of time until Ethereum compared to BTC is going to be seeing a break to the upside, and that next rally into the upside is going to be getting initiated, just like it has been doing in the previous few times. So yes, I am still bullish in the lower time frames. I'm still bullish on the Ethereum. However, again, for Bitcoin, we should definitely be aware of all of the bearish cases and the bearish charts. For example, we are reaching that end of the 4-year cycle. We've been exactly reaching my price target for this bull market, and we have been seeing a loss of momentum in this bull market, a double Bitcoin bearish divergence, reaching the end of the 4-year cycle, getting on-chain indicator euphoria and exhaustion, also on the Newport chart indicator, and also on the apparent demand. So there's definitely going to be cause to worry right now for Bitcoin's price, and I definitely do think it is looking dangerous, so this should be getting addressed. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this. Am I too bearish right now, or should I be even more bullish as long as we still hold above the 50 weekly moving average? How are you going to be playing it yourself? Let me know in the comments down below. And anyways, guys, with that being said, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.